Hello everyone, welcome back. Today's video, who wants to talk about kindergarten? Kindergarten slash first grade, because I'm kind of in the process right now of mismatching those two with my, she is 5, she turned 6 in January, so she's like a middle of the year. So we started her, in kindergarten last year. Even though she was only 4, I did a soft start. So what that means is I bought my kindergarten curriculum and I would expose her to pieces of it and just test her maturity level and see if she was ready for it. And if she wasn't ready for it, we put that book away and we came back to it in a couple of months and tried again. So for some of her kindergarten stuff, she has done pretty well and is pretty far through it, and we'll be finishing it soon. And then for others of it, she wasn't ready. So she will be working on that. And then I foresee her being completely done with all of her kindergarten stuff well before Christmas. And then she'll move on and start working on first grade. So beauty of homeschool is that you judge where they're at and adjust accordingly. And it's great. So like I said, she's 5. She's a little bit of a free spirit, but she loves doing work. So when I decided that she wasn't really ready for a lot of curriculum work, we would read together. So I have this book, My Book House Story Time, and it just has a lot of like little classic stories in it. You know, Teddy Bear's Picnic, Gingerbread Man, you know, just real classic, like the artwork is super cute. So anyway, I would read these with her, just because reading is a great way to expose her to language and to stories and to conversations and that kind of thing. For this year, I also have this Aesop's Fable for children that I will be working through with her. And then I also got this adorable book, from Tan. Again, I got this with the Tan Books sale, but it's just the cutest little story about a little girl that wants to be a saint. And like, so yeah, it's a super cute little book. So like little things like this is how we'll get in religion, as well as just literature and reading and all of that good stuff. So that's from Tan Books. The other thing that I would do before she is ready for her curriculum is I would do these print-offs. So there's a fabulous website called Teachers Pay Teachers, and on it, teachers and just entrepreneurs of all kinds can go on there and sell their products, which are in the form of mostly printables. So you just get worksheets and you can literally find anything. But Emma's favorite is from the Moffat Girls, is what their page is called. And they're just these super cute little worksheets. They go over math, they go over counting, they go over reading, and you know, just all of the basics that you would expect out of kindergarten. So anytime she just wants like an additional little challenge with something, I will pull out these worksheets and just let her go at it, and she loves it. So like we have word families, the it family, the in family, the egg family. You know, there's opportunities for coloring, there's cutting and pasting, which she is about. She is here for that. Tracing, these I will tell you are a little bit above her level, so these pages we generally will skip. Again, not a big deal, she's still pretty young, but with these, like, she wouldn't be able to read this part, but she would be able to spell out the the sounded out 3-letter word family. And again, so she's 5.5, and she that ability to like sound things out and read clicked for her within the last 6 months, and she just has taken off with it and just figured it out. So yeah, the Moffat Girls on Teachers Pay Teachers is a fantastic resource. Highly recommend that. Okay, so another thing that I will do with all of my little kids this and this, and just let them have it. Like it's their personal notebook. And she will color and draw and, you know, just create for hours. Like she loves it, and she loves having a notebook that is just for her. She loves having her own personal box of crayons that nobody else can touch. And it just sparks creativity. It works on their motor skills of holding the pencil and, you know, the creativity, the art, all of it. It's great. So if you have somebody in that age range, and they just spend the day like scribbling on a notebook, that's great, because they are learning a lot in doing that, even if it doesn't look like it. Okay, this sight words book, I snagged it off of Amazon. I'll attach the link for you. And it is just super basic. Read the word, cut and paste the word, use it in a sentence. And again, like, she doesn't always do all of it. It's sometimes looks more complete than other times, but this is a good just kind of reinforcer for sight words. If your kid likes workbooks, if they don't like workbooks, don't waste your time with this because they'll hate it. But my Emma is here for the work pages, so she loves it. Okay, so that is everything that is not Catholic Heritage curricula. So now the Catholic Heritage curricula that I am doing, again, most of this is kindergarten, I think, that she is still on. So we have, this is Catholic Heritage Curricula's phonics and reading program. And when I first started this with her, I didn't really like it. I didn't like the setup of it, and I didn't really get it. It didn't click with her. She didn't get it. But just, again, like I said, in the last 6 months or so, she has just decided that she is ready for it, and she is doing amazing. So it's cute because every lesson you have this little page that you rip out and it turns into a little book. You just fold it and it turns into a little book. And she can read it. She can read that book, and then that just lights her up that she can read a book. So she loves that. And then there's always like a little review page of something that she can read, or you can work on reading together. And there's usually like a little activity that she would do, which maybe she's past that part. Yeah, so like circle the picture that matches the sentence, right? And even if she can't read the whole sentence, what I'll say is look at the pictures and then find the words that you know in that sentence and see if you can figure out which picture matches the words that you know, and just do your best. And I'll let her do that. And she has done really well because she knows, you know, at least the basic words that match up with the picture. So that's one way to kind of encourage reading and independence, even if they can't read the whole sentence. So there's that, again, from Catholic Heritage curricula. Little Folks Letter Practice is another one, practicing writing letters. This is a little below her level, so she didn't complete it. I mean, they're super cute. They're Catholic, so, you know, their A's are St. Anne, and things like that. So like that, it's cute. It's a good book, but it's a little bit below her level, and she gets bored with it because she knows how to write her letters. So yeah, she made it maybe halfway, and she's kind of over this. So again, like, judge your kid, but that's what this is. Okay, handwriting. She has started her handwriting this year. I bought this for her last year, but she was not ready. So I put this on hold and have been saving it for this year. She started it. So again, like, you gotta read your kid, figure out where they're at, and if they're ready for it this year, she is great. She is ready for it. It has letter practice, but it also has word practice. So I wanted her to be able to read these words so that she knew what she was writing. And she's at that point now where she can read each of these words as she writes it. And so I will have her read it to me, and then I will have her trace it, write it once. And yeah, so they have like the letter practice too on some pages, but you know, she can read. So I'll have her say up, up, cup, cup, cut, and then she traces and writes, and she can do it. She's doing great. So again, that won't last super long. I'll have to move her up a level, but that's great. Okay, spelling is, she's starting this year, and she's so excited to have spelling, just like all her big siblings. And Catholic Heritage Curricula Spellers is just, it's brilliantly designed. I love it. I love watching it progress through the grades, because they elevate every year in a new and different way, and it's just great. So like her list words are right here. So we always start by reading your list words. Do you know what all of those mean? And they have the beautiful Catholic artwork, which is great. And so it has opportunities for them to write their list words, and, little activities for them to do. So so that's Catholic Heritage Curricula for spelling is fantastic. I can't recommend it enough. So again, she's 5 and she's doing my very first Catholic speller. And then for math, I have her doing the MCP math, which I believe that's what Catholic Heritage recommends for her grade level. So again, I got her this book last year for K, and she's almost done with it. So she will be moving up a level very soon. And I like this math book for her. It's simple, it's basic, and it reinforces and teaches everything that she needs to know. So I have no complaints. I will probably stick with this program for next year for her. And then look at moving her probably to Math UC the following year. Math UC is just a lot more pricey. So for the younger grades, when she just, wants the busy work and reinforcing what she kind of already knows. Because like she can already count to 18 and 7, like 17, 18, 19. She can already do that. But this is just reinforcing. And again, like teaching her to write the numbers. And she, she's 5.5, so sometimes they're backwards and sometimes they're sloppy, but she's figuring it out and she's getting it. It also it introduces money, so she can count money and do all of that stuff. There's, so anyway, it's a good math program. It's, they're not super expensive, and it gets the job done for the early grades. So, that's how we do kindergarten. She, again, is just kind of a wild spirit. So there is just a lot of free play time. All of that workbook stuff that I just went over is less than an hour. It is less than an hour to complete kindergarten. You should not be pushing them beyond that, because their emotional maturity just isn't there to dedicate that time and attention to one task. So if you can do their book work, that less than an hour is perfectly acceptable, and then let them spend the rest of the day creating and, just have some free time, have some time being bored, so that they get creative and use their brains and get active. She loves riding her bike and all of that good stuff. So yeah, kindergarten and first grade both are very largely just free play. Let them be kids. Do the bit that you need to do. Focus on the reading, the spelling, the math, and beyond that, like if they want to do more, great. If they are not ready to do more, do not stress yourself out about it, because that's the way they're designed. They're designed to be kids. So I'm just giving you free pass. If you're stressing and your kid like hates the schoolwork and they're fighting you on it, give them a few months and then pick it back up again, and just see like the maturity that happens in that 4, 5, 6 age range. It varies largely, and it comes in big spurts, and you'll just notice that like, oh wow, she gets it. So yeah, if you have any other questions, if you would like any more specific details about maybe how I go about teaching this to her age, or anything, hit me up with a comment or send me a message, and I'm more than happy to go over that. And like, comment, share with another kindergarten mama, and I hope it was helpful. I will see you soon. God bless.